Hi Superstars! For today's story, we are reading one of my favorite books from when I was little. I hope you love it. Today's story is called Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Look at the detail there. The boat even says Max's name. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. I'm starting to see a creature I don't really recognize. Do you see him? And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Max is putting on a grumpy face there. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. Look at him, he's a king now. He has a scepter and a crown. And look at how they bow to him. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Rumpus? That's not a word I know. Let's see what it means. Look at that page, and I want you to think, what do you think rumpus means? If they're having a rumpus right now, what do you think it is? Yeah, it looks like they're celebrating. They're having a big dance. They're jumping and howling at the moon. Very interesting. Good job. Here's another part of the rumpus. They're hanging onto the trees. Here's another part. What are they doing there? They're playing all over the place, huh? "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him most best of all. Then, all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Was he afraid of those wild things? And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. He's back in his room and he does have dinner. And it was still hot. So boys and girls, this story is so wonderful because it's about where our imagination can take us, no matter where we are. If you're in your bedroom or you're in your apartment or your house, you can pretend that you're somewhere else and you're having all of these really fun experiences. If you really use your imagination this weekend, I would love to see you write about it. Write a story about where you went in your imagination, and then have your parents send a picture to your teacher via Parent Square. We would love to see it. I hope you guys travel to far and wide places this weekend, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.